I'd like to present my compatriots in crime, Mainely Improv. Okay. We have no idea what we're going to do tonight. Is that true, gang?
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah. Just like every other night.
We have no idea what we're going to do because we depend on you. We're going to take suggestions from you to do some on-the-spot comedy of various sorts up here. So it's an equal partnership. We're going to ask you for suggestions, and at some point we're even going to get some volunteers up here. So we want to kick off with an improv game that we call Giving Advice. I'm going to have 3 folks lined up here. In your daily lives, at home or at work, wouldn't you like to have an instant way to get some advice? Well, these 3 people are your solution. They will give you advice, but there's 3 types of advice that they will give you. One is good advice, one is bad advice, and one is terrible advice. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say my daughter is bringing a young man for a first date, and I have no approval of him whatsoever. What's the good advice for that situation?
All right, so your daughter's bringing home a man. You not totally sure about his character. What I say, you greet him at the door. Okay, you give him a firm handshake. Let him know you're the dad. Okay, go over the guidelines and just let him know nothing's gonna happen.
Good advice. Bad advice?
Demonstrate bodily harm.
And if that doesn't work, we have our terrible advice.
Ever heard of chloroform and a body bag?
Okay, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask your advice. Any type of item where you need some exceptional advice from up here. Anyone? Yes?
Spelling?
Spelling? What do you want to know about spelling?
How to do it.
How to do spelling. Good advice on spelling.
There's this thing a lot of people your age do, and it's called school. This is a great public service offered to people your age where you can go and learn a variety of fun skills such as spelling.
Wow. Bad advice.
You don't need it. Just use the cramming autocorrect.
I hate to ask, but terrible advice.
I don't spell.
Very good question.
He's actually telling the truth.
Other questions out there? How do you appropriately clean the toilet?
Okay, so there's a variety of ways to clean your toilet, depending on how you've clogged it. There's the traditional, don't laugh at me, there's the traditional plunger. If that doesn't get the job done, you have a plumbing snake. And if that doesn't do the trick, call the plumber, I guess.
Ultimately, okay.
Yeah.
Do it yourself or until you get the plumber. Bad advice.
Rubber gloves, a jar of peanut butter, and buy a dog.
How many want to bypass the terrible advice? No, the terrible advice, if you can possibly give us some terrible advice.
Don't tell anybody and move.
Very good question. Other questions? Yes?
How do you make it up to your wife if you forget the anniversary?
Oh, man. You forgot the anniversary and you want to make it up to your wife.
Sir, I have all kinds of experience in this area. So let me start by saying, the things that your wife likes, you should provide some of those for her.
So was that?
Preempt the situation and just give her half of everything you own.
I believe I mentioned this. Chloroform and a body bag.
And one more question, anywhere out there. Yes?
Aliens are breaking into your house.
Oh, aliens, like space aliens?
Yes.
Not illegal.
We could go there.
Space aliens. Space aliens are breaking into your house. What do you do?
Are we part of the space aliens? Are we breaking in, or?
No, space aliens are breaking into
into
your
my
house.
house. Okay, and I don't want them there.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
so.
So space aliens are breaking into my house, so you can either try and talk sensibly with them, okay? They're just people too. Wait, that's not true, actually. Don't talk to them, okay? I'd set up some basic defenses and wait in a closet.
I would welcome my new alien overlords.
Based on my knowledge of sci-fi, they probably all speak English and are blonde, so you're pretty all set.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was good advice, bad advice, and terrible advice.